Now, we know Biden is slowly but surely losing more and more votes from African Americans, Latino voters, even young voters. There's full-blown panic that has set in for Team Biden at their HQ as they desperately try to feign momentum for a candidate who has none whatsoever. Polls, by the way, are showing Trump either leads or ties Biden in 75% of 2024 swing states. And according to a recent poll from the New York Times and Siena College, 42% of respondents rate Trump's term as mostly good for America, compared to just 25% for Biden. The answer for November is crystal clear. It's either go Trump or go home and cry about it later. So joining us now to discuss is Libby Emmons, the editor-in-chief of the Post-Millennial. Libby, thank you so much for joining me tonight.
Sure thing, Riley.
So what do you think of these responses to Biden? I mean, it seems like he's trying to set up these photo ops where he can be well received, right, make himself look popular before the election, and it just backfires time and time and time again. I mean, what's going on here?
Yeah, I mean, he's not a man of the people, and everyone knows it. Trump is a man of the people. Biden is distinctly not a man of the people. As you spelled out, he's a man for the elites. He's a man for, very well-educated college graduates who are primarily concerned about climate change, and not immigration and not the economy. Seeing a clip of Biden at the Sheets in Pennsylvania was one of the most cringe things possible. It's hard to even watch to the end of the little clip, and it's just a short clip. He's so incredibly out of touch with the American people. It's shocking that anyone would vote for him at all. And when you see that even labor is upset with Biden, and the Democrats are supposed to be the party of the working people, and they are not. We saw that shift starting in 2015, 2016, when Trump came to the fore of the Republican Party and really remade it to be a party for working people. And the Republican Party at this point is a party for working people. It's the party that cares about jobs, that cares about the future of the country, for our children, not for our electric vehicles and for random esoteric climate concerns. And we're all pretty clear on that. Biden's the only one who doesn't have any idea what he's doing out there.
No, he doesn't. And he certainly doesn't know how to navigate this weird impasse where it's like, on one hand, he apparently wants to support Israel, or it seems at least like he's tangentially interested in doing that because they are our biggest ally in the Middle East and have been for so long. But at the same time, he's got a strong pro-Hamas or at least anti-Israel faction within his own party. He's being torn apart at the seams, and he doesn't even know what to do about it. And just on that point, from last night to today, as still ongoing as we speak, hundreds of these anti-Israel protesters all over Columbia University's lawn chanting "From the river to the sea, from the river to the sea." What's going on? I mean, what do we need to know about this, and how is Biden going to respond to this new, I guess, pro-Hamas sentiment and faction within his own, voter base, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting that it really has morphed from, pro-Palestinian protesters to anti-Israel, and now they're just right out there saying that they are in favor of Hamas. They are out there on 116th and Broadway in New York City chanting for Israeli soldiers to be killed by terrorists. They're out there on the quad. I went to Columbia for graduate school, and I would personally be horrified if I saw this kind of protest happening. It's absolutely absurd. These kids' parents are paying thousands and thousands of dollars a year, hundreds of thousands for their education at large. And you even saw today, Representative Ilhan Omar's daughter was suspended from Barnard for her participation in these protests, these sit-ins and things. And Biden has a real problem on his far left. He has an anti-Semitic, Israel-hating far left of the party who doesn't want anything to do with Israel, doesn't want anything to do with, any democracy in the Middle East. These are people who are supporting Iran, and Iran has a vile record on human rights and on women's rights, and we've seen that, as do so many of the leaders in the region. So you have far leftists calling themselves feminists, backing nations that hate women, backing nations that hate trans people, legit hate trans people, hate gay people. You have gay people in the Middle East going to Israel so that they can live in equality and have a decent life. What's up with these far left people? Biden doesn't know either. And I think that that's a big problem for him.